Welcome to Buffalo Mafia Sports Talk. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. It will only help my channel grow. So you guys, it's Sunday. It's almost 1 o'clock, right? Yeah, almost 1. It's time for me to get home and watch the pregame for the Buffalo Bills playing today. No. Damn it! No. Son of a bitch. I wish. Man, you guys, look. I am having Sunday anxiety, depression. I miss my Buffalo Bills. I miss watching pre-game, interviews. I'm missing the whole build up to the game. I'm even missing my, me feeling overwhelmed or just nervous, for the game, because I always feel that way. Though last season, I gotta say, for the first time in many, 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 many years, some games I was just super confident and the nerves weren't not there. I just felt like we're gonna win. Unlike the seasons before where it was down to the wire, we would make some kind of mistake and lose the game, right? But last season, I don't know. I had a different feeling, going into a lot of those games. So that being said, lots going on in football. That's not Buffalo Bills related. Deshaun Watson. Listen, you guys, I'll touch on this briefly. You're innocent until proven guilty. But usually where there's smoke, there's fire. Something isn't right with this, this whole situation. Having that many massage therapists coming to your home, flying them in from other states, does not make sense to me. What do they say? The red flags are showing there, right? It's warning signs that something isn't right. And of course, like I said, innocent until proven guilty, but stuff like that has to make you wonder why someone would be doing something like that. And I hate to bring up, other stuff, like Michael Jackson, who was loved by many, but, what was going on with that situation, even though he was never found guilty, too much things that were clearly not something a grown man should be doing with children. But I'm touching something. Whoa. I am going a place that I shouldn't be going. But you guys get the gist. So with Deshaun Watson, I just think that there's going to be more things coming out soon. No lawyer would take this case on if there wasn't some type of evidence against him. I feel like there's going to be a big shocker to NFL fans about this situation soon. I feel like there's probably some type of audio or video, and the NFL is not going to want that on their shield. They're not going to want a player, especially now that the NFL is wanting more women to be involved in football, coaching, stuff like that. There's a lot of women in the locker room now. This isn't like in the 80s, 90s, where there was hardly any women reporters. or even women working for the team that was in the locker room, stuff like that. The game has changed. There's women coaches now. There's a lot of women reporters. So having someone that is, accused of this is not what the NFL wants. And I almost feel like this may be a Ray Rice type of incident where if he is found guilty of doing these things, I do not see Deshaun Watson playing another snap in the NFL. I think owners will shy away from that. I think Michael Vick should have never been allowed back in the NFL, in my opinion. I feel what he did was awful. And I don't care how much he apologized for what he did. It was unforgivable, in my opinion. Like I said, that's my opinion. Others may think differently, but I just feel like when you do something to an animal that cannot defend himself, you're killing animals, beating animals, that's an awful thing. Or even if you didn't do it yourself, but you witnessed it or watched it or allowed it, I'm a big animal person, and that affected me. I used to like Michael Vick as a player. I thought he was really exciting, and that killed it for me. I refuse to like that guy. I don't care what he's done since. And that's kind of like the whole, I guess you could say, OJ thing, right? So we all know what the deal was. OJ was found not guilty, but he was guilty, you guys. I don't have to tell you that. You guys are smart enough to know that. And that doesn't take away what he did in football. And, I agree with that part of, that argument. He is a Hall of Famer. I don't think the NFL should ever, like if this was baseball, they would probably take him out of the Hall of Fame, because baseball is super picky. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. But anyways, OJ will never be allowed back in Buffalo as far as the stadium. They writ him off. Now, he's not written from the record books or Hall of Fame, but my point is NFL would never allow him back representing the Shield. And if Deshaun Watson is found guilty, or there is proof of what these ladies are saying, I feel like you may have watched Deshaun Watson's last season in this league. So we'll see. I need to see proof or something. Credibility obviously is something, and I heard their press conferences. They sound believable, but if I was a juror or whatever, however they're going to proceed this, I need some type of evidence other than, word of mouth, somebody saying it, because at the end of the day, it is about money too. They never press criminal charges as far as I know. Criminal charges hasn't even, even with everything coming out now, I know the police department's looking into it, but no charges have been filed. So, it's tricky right now. We'll see. But I don't see him being traded. If the NFL is smart, they will put him on the exempt list. He doesn't want to play anyways for Houston. So why not sit him for this season until this whole situation is, figured out. And then maybe he gets a trade next season if, everything is clear and he's good to go, and if this was all a misunderstanding, which I don't think is going to be the case. So that's my little thought on the Deshaun Watson thing, guys. I'm sorry that that wasn't Buffalo Bills related, but it is what it is. So, you guys, I miss football. I miss the Buffalo Bills. I cannot wait for this season. I cannot wait for the draft. I'm still sticking with my draft pick, which is Najee Harris. If they don't go Najee, I am leaning toward ATN as well. I wouldn't be mad at that pick. But I trust Bean. I trust that whatever decision, whatever pick he does is the right one. But if I was in that room with him, I would definitely be pushing Najee Harris to be drafted first for this team. So you guys, thanks for watching Bills Mafia #1. Peace!